The information in this video is provided for informational and educational purposes only. Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Morale Monologue. My name is Michael Morale. Okay, so in today's video, I want to talk to you about Scholar Rock's treatment that they're working on, formerly known as SRK-015, now known as apitegromab. Apitegromab? Really? You couldn't make it a little bit easier to say for a redneck Texan like me to pronounce? Okay, now, in my defense, I called Scholar Rock, and I asked them to call me back with the pronunciation of this new name, but they haven't called me back yet. So Scholar Rock, if you're watching my video, and if I am butchering the name of this treatment, my apologies. I will correct it in future videos if I'm making a mistake, which I probably am. All right, so Scholar Rock's treatment that they're working on is known as the TOPAZ trial, and Scholar Rock released their 6-month interim data last year regarding the results of this TOPAZ trial, and it was extremely exciting news, especially for all of us who were already on a treatment, because this new apitegromab is going to be used in combination with Spinraza. Now, they wanted to probably use Evrysdi as another testing method, but at the time that Scholar Rock started the TOPAZ trial, Evrysdi had not yet been approved by the FDA, so they're testing it in combination with Spinraza. Now, the majority of us are either on Spinraza or Evrysdi, but the problems with Spinraza and Evrysdi is that they only address the protein level within the SMN2 gene. They don't do anything with regards to us being able to build muscle mass. So apitegromab, and again, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, this is the first muscle-targeted therapy, and it's going to be used in conjunction with or in combination with either Spinraza and hopefully maybe even Evrysdi. So the reason why we can't build muscle mass is because we've got something in our body called myostatin, and myostatin is a growth inhibitor, and that's what apitegromab is going to address. Now, probably some of you have experienced a little bit of muscle strength or maybe strengthening within the way that you feel. I know that I'm taking physical therapy and my core strength, my breathing, and my energy level are all fantastic. Now, how much of it is due to me being on Spinraza and now being on Evrysdi versus me taking physical therapy? I don't know. There's probably no way to test that. But I do feel better. But as far as gaining a lot of muscle strength where I can feed myself and do more things for myself to become more independent, that hasn't happened. So we are really hoping and praying that the TOPAZ trial, which they're due to release their results in June of this year, we're hoping for some fantastic results. Because if we can work on something that will help us on the cellular level, like Spinraza and Evrysdi, and something on the muscular level, like apitegromab, that's going to open the door for a lot of benefits for those of us that suffer from SMA. So the company that I work for, BioNews, is the parent company for SMA News Today. And SMA News Today did a great article regarding the TOPAZ trial. And so what I did was I put together a brief, it's probably about a 2.5-minute long video where I go over this article. And I've also linked the article in the description of my video. So make sure that you go down and click on the link and read it for yourself, but also print it up and show it to your doctors. All right, so take a look at the video that I produced, and afterwards I'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts. Thank you. Efficacy and safety results from the TOPAZ Phase 2 trial evaluating apitegromab, a muscle-directed therapy for spinal muscular atrophy being developed by Scholar Rock, are expected by June, the company announced. 2020 was a transformative year for Scholar Rock, with positive interim data from the TOPAZ trial providing initial proof of concept of apitegromab's potential in SMA, Tony Kingsley, president and CEO of Scholar Rock, said in a press release. In 2021, we will further elucidate the potential of our product candidates through top-line data from our TOPAZ Phase 2 trial in SMA, Kingsley added. Apitegromab, previously known as SRK-015, is an investigational monoclonal antibody and a highly selective inhibitor of myostatin, a growth factor mainly produced in skeletal muscle cells, those involved in movement, to suppress muscle growth. Because muscle tissue is weak and atrophied in SMA patients, a plausible approach to increasing muscle mass is by blocking myostatin activity. By binding to the inactive or latent form of myostatin, apitegromab is expected to cause fewer side effects than conventional myostatin suppressors, while still working to improve patients' muscle strength and motor function. The ongoing proof-of-concept trial is an open-label safety and effectiveness study of apitegromab in 58 children and young adults, ages 2 to 21, with later-onset SMA. As of January 8th, one patient had left the trial for reasons unrelated to the treatment, while 56 patients have completed the 12-month study and opted to continue treatment in its extension period, Scholar Rock reported. Participants were enrolled in multiple sites across the U.S. and Europe and divided into 3 groups according to their disease subtype and ability to walk, and age at enrollment. Group 1 included 23 patients with a mean age of 12.6 years with SMA type 3 who were able to walk. Patients in this group received apitegromab's higher dose, either alone or in combination with Spinraza, developed and marketed by Biogen. Group 2 included 15 children with a mean age of 11.7 years with type 2 or 3 SMA who were unable to walk unaided. Patients in this group were treated with apitegromab's at higher dose plus Spinraza. The 20 children in Group 3, mean age of about 4 years, have type 2 SMA. These children were randomly assigned to receive either the therapy's high or low dose in addition to Spinraza, initiated before they were 5 years old. Interim data released in October 2020 demonstrated apitegromab's potential to improve motor function in patients with type 2 and 3 SMA. Apitegromab has received orphan drug designation in the U.S. and Europe and given rare pediatric disease status in the U.S. All support and advance its development. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you got some information out of it that you can use as well. Remember, the link to this document that I used in the video is in the description, so go down and click on the link, view the article for yourself, and also print it up and show it to your doctors, because they may find this information extremely beneficial. If you enjoyed this episode of the Morale Monologue, give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe to the SMA News Today YouTube channel. We would greatly appreciate it. Remember, when you do subscribe, click on the bell icon. That way you'll be notified of any new videos that we produce. We at SMA News Today hope all of you have had a fantastic week. Do me a favor this upcoming week, do something for yourself that's going to make you a better person. Until next time, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye-bye.